morning, everybody. We're going to be real quick because it's time to clean up. So whoever wrote all these talking points, I'm sorry. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this beautiful day in Baltimore, bright and early here in Southwest Baltimore. I want to start off with gratitude for everyone that has decided to come out of their houses this morning across Baltimore to participate in the 23rd annual spring cleanup. Let's give everybody a round of applause. I want to thank the council president and all our council members who have joined us, not just here, but across the city today. A huge thank you to Director Mitchell and the entire team of DPW because they do this every day. So as I said earlier this week, when you see a DPW worker, thank them and respect them. Don't look at them any kind of way because they do something that you won't each and every day. I want to thank Director Singletary and the Office of Neighborhoods for coordinating all of this, and welcome home to Ben Jealous, the Executive Director of the Sierra Club, for joining us today, and thank you for what you guys do for Maryland and the world. And of course, the most important partners are our community members, the folks that we know are joining us across the city. Every year, this is about getting bigger and better. If it's one thing we're known for in Baltimore, and that's actually just pulling our sleeves up and getting to work so that we can have a city that we're all proud in. Many of us grew up in a generation where it wasn't optional. Every Saturday morning, we had to go outside, clean up, while Al Green played in the background. Right? That means your cleanup take a little bit longer, even though it felt faster that way. But we have to get back to that in the city, making sure that every day that we treat our neighborhoods and our city the way that we want to. So if you see a piece of trash, or as my colleague, the council president, used to say, every day just pick up one piece of trash. If you see that happening, it's our responsibility. Don't just wait on the folks at DPW to come pick that trash up. Don't just see it piling up outside your house or on your block and let it stand there. We have to take ownership of our own communities and be a part of the solution that we want to see. The work shouldn't stop today. Cleanliness should be something that we practice each and every day. So today, let's show our city some love and get ourselves to work and get a little dirty. Thank you, and now I'll turn it over to the council president.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and like you, I won't be long because there's a lot of work to do. Like the mayor said, not just here, but throughout the city, the council stands fully committed to support the mayor. We're thankful for the leadership of Director Mitchell and his DPW staff and employees and workers. As the mayor said, they do the hard work every single day. Not just when the cameras are around, not just when there are press conferences, but when our citizens desperately need help and support, whether it's beautifying their communities or just allowing them to live in the sanctity of their own communities in a safe, respectful, and healthy manner. So today is a start for all of us. You know, individually, like the mayor said, we could look around, we could see issues in our community by picking up one piece of trash here and there, and it goes far. Because the reality is, if all of us collectively decided to do that, then our communities would be cleaner, our communities would be greener, and our communities would be safer. So as today is Earth Day, allow this to be an opportunity for all of us to reflect on the importance of not only looking at the aesthetics of our community by beautifying it, but understanding, knowing that every piece of trash that winds up in our gutters, winds up in our streams, and then ultimately in the Chesapeake Bay. And the one thing that we need to understand the importance of why we're here on Earth is to provide our environment, to provide our communities, our city, to generations that we will never meet in the condition that we were given it to. And that's why we are here today, to work together, to celebrate, more importantly, to push this initiative. So thank you, Mr. Mayor, for your leadership. Thank you, Dr. Director Mitchell and all the hardworking members of DPW staff. And thank you to each and every one of the volunteers, not just at this site, but throughout the city, that's helping make our city cleaner and greener and safer. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
And now we will hear from the good doctor, Reverend Director Mitchell.
Good morning, everybody. Aren't you glad we got this good weather? I know everybody yesterday was looking at their phones trying to figure out what's going on, but we've been blessed with this great weather. I want to thank Mayor Scott for his leadership in putting us here today. I want to thank him for his leadership and what he has done for us in DPW. I want to thank all the community groups, all the community organizations, all of our partners, all the folks here, our neighbors, for all your work that you do, not only today, but you do every day in cleaning and making Baltimore beautiful. I want to give a shout out to our team in DPW, all the women and women that work hard 7 days a week. Give it up for your team in DPW. So I just want to ask one question, and I want to hear y'all really loud. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Hold on. That wasn't, come on, man. I need your outdoor voice. I don't know what that was, but I need his outdoor voice. Are y'all ready? Yeah. All right, let's go get it.
The director's gonna regret that. When we go off script and I go looking for trash for like 3 hours today, when he think it's time to go home. We're now gonna hear from someone who's no stranger to Baltimore, someone who has done such great work for the city all for many, many years in many different roles. First as an NAACP leader, also for me as his time when he was leading the People for American Way, where we had an even deeper partnership, and he passed that on to a good friend of mine. And now as the executive director of the Sierra Club, Ben Jealous.
You know, in this, my first Earth Day as head of the Sierra Club, the largest group of green activists in the country, there's no place I want to be more than home in West Baltimore. You know, I learned how to catch butterflies in West Baltimore. Every time I go to church at St. James up on Lafayette Square, I tell my kids, behind a lot of these row houses are parks. The way these neighborhoods was constructed was beautiful. They were magical when we were kids, and the old ladies were cleaning the white steps every Saturday. And yet it's hard to have your family rooted in West Baltimore and not think frequently how much more beautiful West Baltimore used to be when there were jobs. Yesterday I was with President Biden at the White House. We were there to make clear that these billions of dollars that are flowing from the federal government to our cities in the form of the Inflation Reduction Act are meant for places like West Baltimore, first and foremost. There's money in that bill for millions and millions of trees to be planted in places like this because we know that kids who grow up around trees are healthier. Most importantly, there's money for millions and millions of jobs. Right here in Southwest Baltimore is a company called Basic Power. Its workforce is probably 70% black and brown, and mostly black folks from West Baltimore. They built a device that when you attach it to anything, reduces the power consumption by 10 to 20%. This green economy is not a stranger to West Baltimore, but it must be invested in West Baltimore. And for the Sierra Club and our thousands of activists across the state who are in the state capitol or in the U.S. Capitol pushing to get laws like the Inflation Reduction Act passed, seeing Council President Mosby's leadership, Mayor Scott's leadership, Director Mitchell's leadership is affirmation that all the hard work of the state capitol, all the hard work of the U.S. Capitol is worth it. Because we know West Baltimore can come back. West Baltimore is worth investing in. That's why each of you are here today, and that's why I'm proud to be here with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Now, before we get to work, I just want to acknowledge all of our partners that I see here today. I see Care First here today, BGE's here today, Comcast is here today, Amazon, Morgan Stanley's here, University of Maryland, and last but not least, Johns Hopkins, Wynn, who's always here. Wynn Innovators, Waste Innovators are always here with us. Mental Health Services is here. And last but not least, the good women and men of IBEW, Local 24, who tried to give me a hat. Everyone knows I can't wear hats anymore. Oh, yes, and the Pendry here. Juan is here, my good brother from North Carolina. Good to see you. But for the folks in IBEW, what I heard from the DPW workers, who of course are ASHME workers, a little union competition, they said, you guys know how to run wire, but can you pick up trash? We're going to find out today. Yeah, I got that. So thank you, everybody. And oh, yeah, Northrop Gumtrip is here. Thank you so much for your work. If you're looking to do real work, come with me. If you're looking to just pick up a little dirt, go with the director. Thank you very much. Thank you.